Hey folks, hope your Thursday is going well so far. I've got 3 cups of coffee, one of which was a triple shot latte, so I've got some toothpicks holding my eyelids up nicely. I might be working on just a little more espresso down the road. I live on this stuff, I tell you. So I've been mentioning that a lot of the major players will start coming in quickly, and sure enough, here's T. Rowe Price. Long before the Clarity Act is even said and done, here they are already applying for their crypto ETF. And just so that you know, I think that there's going to be quite a few other players that are going to jump in. I think I put in a video talking about, I think it was Falcon X that bought out 21 shares. In some cases, you're going to see larger firms swallowing smaller firms. In that case, it was a broker that swallowed a smaller firm. So they bought it out, and not only can they sell the product, but they have the platform on which the sales occur as well. And I think somebody might even buy a Falcon X out down the road. They might have done this just to make themselves look a little more attractive. So let's take a look at this announcements first, and we're going to get some details. There you have it. In from CoinDesk, T. Rowe Price has officially filed with the SEC to launch the T. Rowe Price Active Crypto ETF, and then you can just kind of pause and read all that there. But you can see the filing was on October 22nd here. So they're ready. They're ready to jump in. They're just wanting to see how the political winds are blowing, or maybe they're doing some internal preparation. I am not entirely sure, but little information. It just says crypto ETF on that application. So I looked it up to see what the details were, and let me see here. It says that this ETF, called the T. Rowe Price Active Crypto ETF, is designed to hold 5 to 15 eligible digital assets and aims to outperform the FTSE Crypto US listed index by focusing on factors like fundamentals, valuation, and momentum. We know XRP is one of those for sure, and absolutely. It goes on to say XRP is explicitly included as one of the eligible assets alongside Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and others. While this is a multi-asset ETF, not a single asset XRP ETF, it provides exposure to XRP as part of its diversified portfolio. So this is a pretty good thing, and the filing is also described as unexpected by analysts. Yeah, they all know. It's not unexpected. You're going to see everybody jump in because you've seen the other videos where we have people from the CFTC, from the Federal Reserve, from the Bank of International Settlements, from the DTCCs, saying the exact same thing, that everything over the next 5 years will be tokenized. If it's tokenized, it's on the blockchain. So you got to be able to sell the stuff, right? So you're going to go ahead and apply for these things and be ready for it. You're going to see everybody jump in. It's just going to happen like this. None of this is unexpected. So let's see. You just got the detail on that. Let's move on to an opinion that I share with this next person I'm going to show you. This here is Eric Balchunas, and I completely agree with this. He says, semi-shock. T. Rowe Price just filed for an active crypto ETF. They are a top 5 active manager by assets. These are the big dogs, mind you. This is one of the main big dogs. And it's mostly mutual funds. You see them in your 401k options for the most part. You see them in variable annuities. You see them in fixed indexed annuities. You see them in all kinds of funds out there. Everybody knows that name, T. Rowe Price. At least you should. They did not expect it, but I get it. Or he says he did not expect it. Sure, he did. Everybody expects it. He says there's going to be a land rush for the crypto space too. A land rush means a lot of these digital assets, like XRP, especially the ISO 20022 coins, there are limited supplies. Let's go ahead and reduce the size of this. So the problem for people like the Ethereum holders is that you can print as much of that as you like. And so that's a problem. Any blockchain on which there is an unlimited supply, I'm sorry, but there's no real land rush. It's going to be an unlimited supply there. Right now, Ethereum may seem valuable, but when everybody starts realizing there are platforms that you can run applications on better, there are platforms that have limited supply, there are platforms that are faster and cheaper and more secure to run on, Ethereum, I think, is going to be one of the ones that disappears. Now, Bitcoin, mind you, there is a limited supply. But you can't use it for anything. You can do the same thing you can with Bitcoin with other blockchains much better. So for me, I think right now it's still the illusion, but there they are. They are included in the ETF applied for here. So if so long as the perception is there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, I think it'll do fine. There is a limited supply. Let me reiterate that. However, it's useless. Ethereum, there's an unlimited supply of Ethereum. There is a limited supply of XRP, a limited supply of Cardano, a limited supply of HBAR, a limited supply of Algo, a limited supply of XDC. All the ISO 20022 coins are that way. Same way with Quant. There's a bunch of those. I might have missed one or two, maybe a couple more, but I think you get the idea. People are going to start looking at these things and say, hey, there's only so much of this, and you need it for the digital financial, global financial system. And so if you're going to be using them, they're going to be required to conduct and complete transactions. Then those who have it have an asset, right? And depending on the volume that occurs on each of these blockchains, right? The assets that are tokenized on them, the volume that's happening on them, you're going to need these digital assets. And XRP burns a little bit with every transaction, so it's a depreciating digital asset. Or deflationary, not depreciating, I'm sorry. It's a deflationary. So it means there's less and less of it. You can't print forever. It's like with the US dollar. When you can print forever, there's inflation, right? Prices rise because there's more of a dollar supply. Well, that can't happen with XRP because it burns with every transaction, so it reduces over time, so it's deflationary. So I hope that kind of made sense to you. But there will be a land rush. People are going to be looking to buy these things quickly, and then there won't be any more. And when there's not any more, or at least not enough, what starts to happen? You can name your price. Somebody wants to buy it from you, you can name your price. And the value of these digital assets rises either steadily or crazily, depending on what's more desired. So I just want to share this with you guys. This won't be the last time we share this kind of news. They're not surprised. It's not unexpected. It's the only logical conclusion. They're all going to come in. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and bookmark, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time, adios amigos.